With holiday travel on the rise, it's important to make sure you're prepared for those long road trips home.
Joining us now with the top tested products for your roadside safety is Senior Director of Content Operations from Bestreviews.com, Jacob Palmer. Hi, Jacob.
Hey, thanks for having me.
Hey.
You know, a lot of the times we're talking about really fun stuff. We're talking about gifts and all of that. This is way more serious, and I still think it would also be good for parents if they're getting their kids on the road or anything like that. Another way to kind of give yourself peace of mind, because these are really important things.
Absolutely, with so many people hitting the roads for holiday travel, I mean, I think this couldn't come at a better time. So I appreciate you thinking of everyone's safety, Jacob. Let's start right here. What did you bring us?
So this is a dash cam that you can get from Amazon. We love to recommend these for a lot of different folks, but number one, again, it's just peace of mind and making sure that you're protected. So you might notice if you get into an Uber, a lot of them will have these, and we're just recommending that more and more people add these. There's been a lot of viral videos lately where folks have been doing bad stuff on the roads, where they pull in front of them and kind of cause an accident yourself. So this will make sure that you're protected from anything with the insurance companies. Make sure that you've always got the full story and that you're able to reflect reality. And so these are great. You can see on the table there, they're super small profiles, so they won't take up too much space. They're very easy to set up as well. And then they also get a really wide angle shot. So you're always going to make sure that you're able to tell the story. And I think, you know, as the technology is proliferating like this, why not take advantage of it and make sure that you give yourself that upper hand? Because, you know, we know that people are doing the right things out there. Why not be able to prove it?
Yes, very true. All right. And if something does happen, oftentimes you have to pull over. You got to figure it out on the side of the road. When you're pulled over, you want to make sure that you're safe out there and not attracting any other cars towards you. So what are these going to do for that?
Yeah, and it's something about the pandemic where it just seems like people are just driving crazier and crazier. So you want to be able to alert them and make sure, you know, if people are driving fast, if it's a darker roadway, that they're able to see you. And having the old kind of road flares that folks used to keep around, it's not as practical as it once was. And these are kind of a newer twist on it. They're LED road flares. And what's great about them is that they have that same visibility, but they're also super easy to work. All you do is press a button on it. It's basically like a flashlight, and it gives you a bunch of different options on how it's going to flash or how it's going to be strobe or how it's just going to make sure that people are illuminating you. And it works for a long time as well. And as you can see again on the table, this isn't going to take up a ton of space. I'm not recommending that folks give up their entire trunk space for this. This is something that you could put into a bag, or you could tuck away with your spare tire or anything like that to make sure that when the time comes, you know, heaven forbid it does, you're able to keep yourself safe and keep people, you know, keep your car illuminated so they're not coming up too fast on you should you have to be on the shoulder.
Yeah, great idea.
These are all really small and compact. I really appreciate that, because you do want that trunk space. This is small as well. What is this going to do?
So this is like for the absolute worst case scenario. Then it comes to us from Amazon Basics, so you know it's going to be super affordable. It's a very simple tool. On one side of it, it will allow you to cut yourself out of your seatbelt, and on the other side of it, you can break through the window so you're able to escape. You know, should you get stuck in a flood situation, or if you, you know, heaven forbid again, leave the roadway and find yourself in a body of water. This is going to make sure, and again, it's super simple to just throw that in your glove compartment, throw it in your center console, make sure that you're always covered, because you never know when you're going to need something like that. But, you know, should that moment come, you'll be very happy, and your loved ones will be happy as well that you're able to have that on you.
Yeah, absolutely. Better to be prepared for the worst and then hope for the best. Yes. Absolutely. And you'll feel better, safer driving if you're prepared. What have we got next?
So what we have next is this trencher tool right here, which you know, it folds down and it can have a super small profile. Again, I think the theme is emerging here. But so it can have a super small profile, but it's going to help you in a bunch of different scenarios. You know, if you're going out to the mountains, you know, a lot of folks around here love to go out to the mountains during ski season. This will make sure that you're able to, you know, get yourself out of a small snow situation, anything like that. It's also durable enough that it can go through a ton of stuff like gravel or a ton of different situations that you can find yourself in. And it is super strong as a tool. You know, it comes together and it will elongate here, and you can use it and get the leverage you need to be able to get yourself out of some hairy situations. And so it's very multifunctional while still having that small profile.
If there's one thing you take away from the table, it's probably this next thing, which is an emergency kit. I feel like we all should have this in our car. Explain to me just a little bit more about that.
And this isn't just for your car either. I mean, this is one of those things where it only costs you, you know, $10, $20 to get one of these. You could have it in your car. You should have one in your office. You should definitely have one at home. It is the kind of the new approach in the first aid kit nowadays, where you've got it set up so you've got the clear, so you can always, like, you know, in an emergency situation, you want to be able to think fast, you want to be able to move faster. And so this will allow you to do that because you can see everything right in front of yourself. and it also has a ton of carrying capacity despite being super small and super lightweight. So we love it for that, and it's just one of those things where we recommend it for the car segment. When we come back for other safety segments, we'll recommend it there as well, because, you know, especially for parents and folks like that, you have other friends over, things like that. You want to be able to make sure that you've got all of the answers no matter what happens. This is the perfect place to start.
All right, wonderful. And being broken down, Jess, I don't know if it's ever happened to you. Maybe you left your lights on, whatever happened. It is the worst feeling when you have to call someone and try to figure it out. But you can prepare yourself for moments like this. What have we got next to help with that?
And especially when it's late at night, you know, you don't really want to be approaching people in the same way that you would during the day. And so this allows you to be self-sufficient. It comes to us from Zeus, and it is an automatic car starter. It's great because it's super helpful in all kinds of emergencies, whether it's you need your car to start up, or also, you know, people really rely on their electronics nowadays. This will help you be able to charge up your phone if you need to be able to use that for GPS. Again, late night, just kind of a safety thing that you want to be able to make sure that you're on top of. And so this is a great one that we recommend for everybody. I can recall a time that I was covering a 49ers game and my car wasn't starting in the parking lot. There was no one else there, and if you've been in the 49ers parking lot, there's not a ton of people around. So having one of these helped out, and it's a great recommendation that we have, especially if you want to get, you know, that new driver going and make sure that they're safe wherever they go.
Yes.
Jacob, thank you. All these products are going to bring peace of mind and be so helpful in the event someone needs them. I appreciate you.
Thank you so much.
Bestreviews is owned by our parent company, Nexstar, and for more on these products and others, you can head to bestreviews.com, or you can scan the QR code that you see right there on your screen.